Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to another Three Strands Talks live stream. And yeah, I'm a little out of wind because I had to juggle some things technically. You know, when you do this stuff, it just happens sometimes. But I got everything done and we're here. And today we're going to talk about cruise ship cuisine. What's the food really like on a cruise ship? And I'll admit that I have limited experience in this area, but I got a buddy of mine who's coming on and he's got a bit more to say about it. So everybody knows our friend Malibu. Hey Malibu, how you doing, brother?
I'm all right. Hey, everybody. How's everybody doing today?
Let's see. We got Donna Kay in already. Good morning, Donna Kay. Thanks
Good
for dropping
morning. Good
by.
morning. Good morning.
Now, this live stream does come with a little bit of a warning. If you're hungry, pause now. If you're not hungry yet, you will be.
Pause it down and go get your snacks and then come back.
Yeah, so, you know, we're not here to really talk about how good the food is on certain cruise ships, although that will probably come into play at some point during our conversation. But I kind of want to hit in general what types of places are available on a cruise ship to grab a bite to eat. Now, we will probably compare cruise lines a little bit. My experience is limited. Yours is much more than mine. And I admit to everybody openly on this live stream that my knowledge for cruising is limited to my own experience so far. That has in no way squelched my desire to do more.
Right.
And Malibu, when I grow up, I want to be just like you, my friend. I want to have a cruise booked every month.
Every other month. I can't do every month. Every other month.
It just seems like it sometimes, you know, because every time you put it up, you've changed something around. Good morning, Alberta. Thanks for coming in. So you know, what's that?
I have my mind set on a cruise. I'll be like, okay, I want to do this and this. And then I look and I see a different price. And I'm like, oh, man, but that itinerary is so much better. Good morning, Nicole.
Hi, Nicole. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, you know, I get that because I'm always doubting whether or not I've made the right choice. But there comes a point in time when you just got to kind of go with what you got because you never know what kind of experience you have. It could be the best experience of your life and you weren't even expecting it to be that.
Right.
So, you know, I've only got Virgin Valiant Lady to look at right now for myself. I'm looking forward to Seashore coming up. I booked another Virgin.
You gotta.
Is she here?
Yeah.
Hi, puppy. Hi, Mama. How you doing?
Good. What's going on?
Nothing. Just getting ready to talk food, make people hungry.
Yeah.
Oh, that's my favorite subject.
Well, I'm glad you're able to join us for a little bit because Malibu wasn't sure you was gonna make it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me.
Without with my best friend last night trying to watch the Texans and Astros play.
Oh, okay.
We big sports fans down here.
That is a fact.
Well, I live in Columbus, Ohio. And I also work at Ohio State, so I kind of don't have a choice.
Oh.
Yes, that's the second game of our season. They'll be down in your neck of the woods. So, yeah. So anyhow, we're going to talk a little bit about cruise ship cuisine, and you know, I am just kind of, you know, I mean, my first cruise experience was over 35 years ago on an original Carnival ship. And I was pretty much stuck with an MDR at that point in time because that was pretty much all they had. They didn't have much else to choose from at that point in their life. So, you know, it was either that or you grab something in port, which back then we only went to Nassau and Freeport. So it wasn't a whole lot in on that. So, but I just really wanted to kind of hit basically on what kind of eateries are available on cruise ships in general. We can talk about some of the specific ones. So Malibu, why don't you kick us off maybe with what's your favorite style of meal on a cruise ship?
Oh, you know me, I'm a buffet man. I love the buffet because you have variety of everything. Man, you know me, you can't go wrong with a hot dog or a cheeseburger. You can't go wrong.
Plus, he doesn't like to wait on his food. That's the biggest thing. He doesn't. We did the main dining room one time, and he was like one and done. We left there and went straight to the buffet. So
Morning, Lone Star. Thanks for coming in, bud.
He was
Hey, Lone Star.
He wasn't happy. He wasn't happy with the main dining room.
Well, you know, that was one of the things I was glad about with Virgin is that wasn't a choice. You know, the galley has 2 places that's open 24 hours a day. So, and I'm an early riser. Even on my cruise, I was probably out of bed by 5 a.m. most days.
Facts.
And I knew that I could go up to the galley and get something to eat that early in the day because I need something to get started with. I don't need a full meal, but a sandwich or, you know, a little something to kick me off. And I got to have my Coke Zero because I got to have some caffeine to open my eyes, and I don't do coffee.
Yeah. But it's just that's the one thing I don't like about Royal. If you wake up too early, there's nothing open.
Yeah.
Nothing open. You have to wait till what, about 9 or 10 o'clock?
Right.
To get you some good breakfast. But other than that, and everything closes early.
Hi, Mrs. Hood.
I've done Carnival, Norwegian, Royal, and MSC. I think MSC and Carnival breakfast 6:30. Norwegian. Royal. I think I'm not gonna judge Royal until I try a smaller ship. I just don't. The larger the Wonder and stuff. I think that was just too big for me. So
Okay.
we're gonna do Jewel for my birthday, but I'm gonna give it a try. With Royal, I would say they buffet style. I'm not a picky eater, but they change like every night. They changed like they had an Italy night, then they had a Caribbean night, and they changed their buffet like almost every night.
Okay, so it's a different theme every night.
Yeah, it's a different theme every single night.
Went on like MSC or Norwegian or Carnival, they just cater to it in the MDR. They just changed the food in the main dining room.
Right.
With a less Royal does it at the buffet.
Yeah. I think the one thing I'm looking forward to on our seashore cruise is that they do at least have continental breakfast that can be delivered to your room every morning.
Yes, definitely. Yes.
So I'm hoping that we can select an early time for that so that I can get something to, because I'm going to be doing my ship tour at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning.
I'm going to be right there with you.
Right? Yeah, you say that now. We'll see. I ain't knocking on nobody's door. I just want you to know that. Because I think Chase said he might even get up for that, and I'm like, yeah, I believe that when I see it.
Oh yeah, definitely that one.
But
Go
you
ahead
know,
and say so right now.
I'm thinking that when I leave dinner, I'm going to find a roll or something to stick in my pocket and take it back to my cabin so I have something to start my day off with. So
I like MSC. I like MSC when it comes to their breakfast, their lunch, and their food is it's fresh.
yeah,
A lot of people welcome in JC. Um,
he says the breakfast in the Solarium Bistro is the best spot.
See, and then that's the crazy. So when I went on the Wonder, I didn't make it. We didn't make it up there because my mom said there was too much walking.
There's too much walking.
So when I go this time in September, I will check out the Solarium.
Okay.
But MSC. When I tell you, food is a lot of people complain about the food. I love MSC food. I have no problem with their food. They breakfast, lunch, and dinner is awesome. But I'm a buffet eater, so I'm not picky when it comes to that. So
The
Do
reason
you
why most
think in
people don't
general? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Shoot.
Do you think that in general people can be a little too critical when it comes to cruise food? Maybe because of how
yes,
much we pay for the privilege of being there. I don't know.
yeah,
I think they here. My thing is, you're going on vacation, so I think you expect what you get at home
Yeah.
on the cruise ship. But you gotta look at they gotta accommodate to different diversity. And most people have to, but you got to look at it. A lot of people have a lot of allergies to stuff, so they can't put all these different seasonings,
Right.
in their food. So you just have to, season your own. And oh, that's too bland, and it wasn't good, and stuff like that. Yeah, because us Americans used to cayenne pepper and uh, paprika, and and they can't season that food like that because people might have an allergy. It's just like if you go to a restaurant and you read the menu, you got to let them know if you have a, you know, shellfish air.
Right.
So I think they expect what they at home when they go on vacation. I think they expect the same thing and the same treatment.
but it's all cruise lines are like that. Everybody doesn't just throw just flavor into their food without knowing somebody might have an allergy or a reaction. So
Yeah, Mrs. Hood says that she expects Applebee's kind of food.
Let's
She
go,
wants it to taste.
Applebee's.
yeah,
She
That's
wants it
what.
to taste good and be hot.
Yeah.
So
that's her favorite place, Mrs. Hood. So that's why she thought.
we have those around here. We don't go very often, but the times that I do have gone, the last couple of times, the food has been really good. They seem to have simplified their menu, so maybe that helps.
Yeah, they've changed it. Well, when the COVID hit, when they shut down the restaurant, that was our last place we went to before they shut the city down.
So,
Not to mention the Dollar
what
Tree.
are some of the types of venues in general that people might find on cruise ships that they might find worth checking out?
So, if you're going on Carnival, I would say Carnival has the best complimentary places than any other cruise line. I mean, Guy's Burger, you can't go wrong with that. Blue Lagoona, you can't go wrong with that. They have street eats too, but I would say as far as the quality of the food, I think Royal got that beat. As far as places to eat, Royal has a lot of more. Well, Carnival has a lot of complimentary restaurants, but Royal has more places that you can eat that you can just like get like a one and all place.
Yeah.
Say like for instance, yeah, you like hamburgers, hot dogs, and all that. Royal has just one place that serves all of that. You don't have to walk all the way to the other side of the ship just to get
Yep.
that. So, hey Plum,
Hi, Plum. Welcome in. Hope you're enjoying the last couple of days of your vacation.
that sunset was beautiful, Plum. I
Yeah,
was
that
like,
was
oh,
those were gorgeous pictures. Gorgeous.
yeah. Um, Norwegian, I really don't have too much. Norwegian. MSC's like that too. MSC has um every place that serves like a variety of everything, so you don't have to walk all the way to the other side of the ship just in
Yeah.
case you just want one hot dog, one hamburger, or even a shake or something like that. You know.
Well, I know on the seashore they've opened two new included grab and go places. There's a chicken place and then there's a barbecue spot.
Well, I will be at the chicken place if you
I
guys are
haven't
looking for
heard
me.
good reviews, but we're gonna see for ourselves. Yeah. Okay, I'm not a picky eater, so I don't.
And it's a lot of people, and like you said, Three Strands. A lot of people are very picky, and when it comes to that, and I tell people, you do not MSC do not compare it to any other cruise line. MSC has its own vibe when it comes to different food selection. The ship overall, it has its own vibe. So if you're going on there trying to compare it to any of the cruise lines, you're going to be disappointed off the bat.
Yeah, I think that's true. And a lot of it is because of the way MSC is set up from a corporate
Yeah.
structure, I think.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have stockholders that they have to please and answer to.
Family
The company is still run by family members of the original company from back in the 1700s. So, it's European class service, it's European class foods. I do think they've made some adjustments for the American market.
Yeah.
But to be honest, I don't want them to lose all the European style. That's part of what's appealing to me right now.
Yep.
I was saying, finna say the same thing. Don't come over here and get Americanized. Don't do that. That's
Yeah.
one reason why I stay with them. I like the Europeans. And a lot of people complain because they don't know the European style, and they're like, well, they don't put this in my room, and I don't see my room stewardess, and everybody got an attitude. I'm like, yeah, I don't know who y'all be talking to.
My
Yeah,
room
really.
steward, my room steward is for when we were on the seaside. I didn't see him to day 3.
You know
See him to
what?
day 3.
I don't care if I see them as long as they're doing the job they're there to do.
Our room was clean. Our room was made up. I didn't see this man until day 3 when we got to Ocean Cay.
He was
Yeah,
stalked on the
so
Wonder.
Oh yeah, yeah. Them room attendants on the Wonder.
He stalked.
Yeah,
yeah.
every time you turn the corner, hey, Mr. John, how are you? I was like,
Bruh,
where you come
where
from?
you come from?
And how do you know my name?
Jesus me. You got people coming in and out on a weekly basis, and they know everybody's name.
Yeah, they know you by
Yeah,
name before you can get on.
isn't that
That's
amazing?
how many
And
years are.
that was my experience on Valiant Lady too. My cabin steward and whoever was with them, they both knew who I was. I mean, we ran into each other in the hallway all the time.
Man.
I couldn't pronounce his name to save my life, but But yeah, so that's just the thing. So when we talk about main dining room, I'm planning on doing that on Seashore at least a couple of times because I want to see what it's really like. I want to when I get back, I want to be able to talk about as much as I can talk about in the short amount of time we're going to be on that ship.
You want the pros and the cons?
Absolutely.
Okay. I'm gonna start with the cons first. Bad news for the seats are you got to turn sideways to go down
Through the walkway.
through the walkway. And I don't have a problem sitting next to people, I don't know. But here's my thing that I suggest when you place your order, do your appetizer, your entree, and your dessert at one time. That's what I do instead of me ordering my salad and come back because it's sometimes it takes too long for you to get your food, if that makes sense. And when you go to a restaurant, I'm gonna say 1-2 minutes. I want my waiter to come, take my order, and go back. At least come back with a drink or a salad within the
Exactly.
next 2 minutes. I don't want to wait 5 minutes for you to come back or ask me my order. So when I get my order, I give. So that means when I finish my salad, you see me finish my salad, come get my plate. Come on, bring me back my entree. When you see me finish that, bring that, take that. I don't want honestly, I don't want to be in the dining room no more than I'm gonna say 45 minutes tops.
Right, right. Well, I went into a local restaurant yesterday, and I usually get really good service, but I sat at the table for almost 5 minutes before anybody even looked to see that I was there. They came and got my drink order. She got my food order, and I told her when I ordered the food I was going to eat there that I had a to-go order I wanted to place when she brought out the food for me. They never asked me what my to-go order was. They didn't. She didn't stay there long enough for me to say anything.
Oh wow.
She
Yeah,
flew by through the receipt on my table, said, "I'll take that when you're
okay.
ready," and kept right on going. I mean, I didn't even get a chance to say, "What about my?" Never mind.
I would have left.
Yeah. There go your tip.
The facts.
Yeah, her tip definitely has hurt was hurt by that because I usually leave at least 20% and maybe more, and this one was maybe 10% if that. And that's only because I think they throw everything into the pot, and it's not the cook's fault that she didn't come and get the rest of my order.
Right.
So, so you go to the MDR, you're shown to your seat, they hand you a menu. Are there standard items on the menu in the main dining room, or does it change every night?
Oh, let me get MSC menu is QR code.
QR code.
Oh, so you got to scan a thing. Better hope the
Scan it, yeah.
phone's working,
They
huh?
they'll give it to those who really want it, but it's a QR code that sits on the table in one of those
Okay.
little even like if you sit at the thing you want to drink, it's even a QR code for that too.
Oh, geez.
So they moving on up, but they moving too fast. I mean,
Yeah.
some of us don't need all that. Just bring me a regular menu before I can.
I think Carnival and Royal have a regular menu. I think J. I think J. Was it JC or no? Cruise and Chris posted with the menus and every night he
Yeah.
ate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The last couple of cruises he's been on, he's been doing that.
yeah. So try in America. I'm very nervous about how the people get sick on that. But as far as like the itineraries and as far as like how beautiful their ships are, and then they just went through like a revamp for all their
They're
ships.
they're working on it. The first one is scheduled to start this fall, I think, but they've got 5 ships, I believe, that they're putting through their plus up program or whatever they're calling it, and
Hmm.
because they don't have any new ships on order, so they've got to do something with the ships they got.
Yeah. As
Here's
long
a
as I
good
don't have to see
question.
that lip ship again, I'm fine.
Plum wants to know if you've ever done pickup from the MDR to take back to your room.
Oh, they getting strict on that too.
Oh yeah.
They're getting strict on that.
Yeah, they don't want you they don't want you taking that food
Yeah,
out of there.
we were on the seaside in January, and the lady that I came with, she wasn't feeling good, and she wanted to take her food back to her cabin,
Yeah.
and they put up a big fuss with her about that.
I think that's when you have a wife with a big bag by her side that has a couple of Ziploc bags or pieces of Tupperware in there, and you just kind of slide them in the purse.
Or or buffet. Buffet.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I know, like
One,
on the Virgin ships, you can go to the galley, you can get food there, and they welcome you to take it back to your cabin. And you
I'm
can
gonna tell
just
you,
leave the dishes sitting on the desk, and they'll pick them up the next morning when they come to do the room.
yeah, yeah. Now with this one thing I love about MSC, I tell anybody, do not get anytime dine or whatever it is. They have first, second. Like if your dining is at 7:30 and you get to and there may be a line backed up and you walk up and you tell them, okay, I have a 7:30 seat. Guess what? You come on through. You don't have to stand up with the people that's just coming just to be coming.
Because those are people that were either late to their seating or,
Yeah, I have
think
never,
they can
I've
sit
never
whenever they
stood
get
in a
there.
line. I've
Yeah.
never stood in a line.
And like I said, me personally, I am a buffet eater. I don't want to wait on my food. I want to just go get what I want, sit down, eat. If I want seconds, go eat again. And then that's one thing I like about Royal's buffet. If you guys have never been on Royal buffet kills it. Oh my God, anything you can think of, they're serving.
I agree. They got a strange buffet.
Okay.
And I'm doing the star next year,
right.
and they do seafood for their birthday. I mean, not for their buffet.
I've heard that. I've heard
Yes.
their embarkation day has seafood on the buffet.
Oh,
So,
I'm not getting on it.
If I remember correctly, and JC, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think JC's getting on Star in December.
I'm not. Y'all can have
A few weeks.
JC!
Yeah, I think he's getting on Star a few weeks after we get back from Seashore. So,
JC, I'm so hating on you right now. I know you in the chat.
I'm gonna give him a mobility scooter.
Yeah, he just got off of Harmony, and I'm hoping to get him on here to talk about that because he's got some pretty strong feelings about that one.
Yeah, he was very he was very disappointed in the Harmony.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was pointing out some things that he thought should have been fixed while it was in for a refurb, and apparently it got overlooked.
He was very disappointed.
So, yep. JC says he's on the Star November 30th.
I'm kind of upset with Royal. All these ships going to be refurbished and coming back. Was it Harmony, Allure? Who else that was? Symphony.
That's nice, Nicole.
Yeah.
Well, that was Royal Caribbean on Utopia. That's sweet.
Utopia.
It's nice that when you have extenuating circumstances that somebody might be willing to bend what might be a rule in order to keep a passenger.
I know some of them are lenient. They'll do it, but most of the people, they try to do it and they just, they're like, hey, you know what? I let this person do it. I can't let this person do it.
Right.
So.
Oh, they picking and choosing.
Yeah, just like the real world.
So, of all the I don't know, fast serve kind of places, not the MDR, but maybe like Guy's Burger or any place else on a cruise ship. What are some of you guys' favorites?
Oh, I have the Guy's Burger. Guys, oh man, I'm the biggest Carnival hater there is, but Guy's Burger is, I can eat that all day.
It used to be. It's not
the same.
It's not the same.
And I would have to say, you know what? I used to like Carnival's pizza, the late night pizza. I used to like that, but I don't like that no more. But I would have to say Royal, after being on Royal and that hot dog place.
Yeah.
Chase will love that. That'll be his fate. They have on Royal.
We'll know where to find him.
Yeah, they have a hot dog state, like a little stand, and they have all different flavor of hot dogs. They have like apple, cinnamon, regular chicken, all that type stuff.
So, try one of each.
I that was really good. I'm not a fan of Sereno's on Royal, because I've been on MSC and MSC pizza. It's hard to top MSC's pizza.
JC says that's called the Doghouse. Yep.
Yeah, JC, that's my favorite place on Royal. Hands down.
That's what we had. That I had that chicken apple sauce on wiener. Chicken apple. Amazing.
Well, I have to
Bro.
admit that when it comes to pizza, the one I got on Valiant Lady was pretty good. My only criticism probably is that they don't have a lot of variety of pizza. It's like if you're going to
Oh,
order a pizza being made for you, because they make them fresh, you don't go in and grab a slice off a tray.
you like
You
that?
go in, you actually order the pizza. They hand you a beeper, tell you to go enjoy yourself. It'll go off when your pizza's ready.
Is it a
But
personal pan or is it whole pizza?
uh it was more personal pan, individual size pizza. Yeah. But I mean, they put it in a box. I took it up to my cabin. I sat out on the balcony with my pizza and my Coke Zero, and I enjoyed the scenery going by while I had a decent piece of pizza.
So let me ask you a question about Virgin. Is it better to get a balcony than an interior?
Depends on whether or not you want to try the hammock out.
I'm not getting my big old step on that thing.
Because I fell asleep. I fell asleep in that hammock more than once. And I found myself being really glad that the sun was not directly on me at that time.
Oh,
Just saying. So
she been want to try Virgin, but it's some stuff that she's just not comfortable with.
That lady.
That's the one that comes for my birthday. That 2028.
Valiant Lady was, and I don't know if she'll be back or not, but if the hostess is there that was with me last year, she's amazing. She's an amazing young woman, quite the entertainer. I really enjoyed meeting her for the 5 minutes of time I had with her, but her talent impressed me enough that I still remember. And I didn't have a bad meal on Valiant Lady at all. Now, granted, I didn't eat everywhere, but I didn't have time. It was only a 5-nighter, unless I wanted to just stay on the ship in port. I wasn't going to be able to hit all those places, so I was picky. My favorite, absolute favorite, onboard food on Virgin Voyages was the clam chowder. I am not a clam chowder connoisseur by any means. JC could probably tell better than I can because of where he's from. But the way they did the clam chowder was so unique that I just fell in love with it. And I ate at that restaurant twice. I did dinner one night. I did brunch a couple of days later. And I got the clam chowder both times because I wasn't going to let it go by. So I highly recommend the Wave on a Virgin Voyages cruise to try it out because that's where you get the clam chowder at. And it's very enjoyable. Plum says Scott agrees with that when he ordered it twice. Yeah, see? Was that twice in the same meal? Because I thought about that.
I had clam chowder when I was at CocoCay. I think it was a CocoCay. I think they had like a little tart. It was like shaped like a little tart, but it was clam chowder. And it was really good. It was a little bit sweet, but it was really good.
Yeah. The Wake is a wonderful restaurant. So yeah, definitely do that twice. I did that twice, and I think I said the wrong name earlier, but the Wake, and the nice thing about it is they call it the Wake because it's at the back part of the ship. You enter it from deck 7, but it's actually down on deck 6, and you look out the windows and you're almost at sea level when you're watching the surf come off the back of the ship. So.
Oh wow. That's the giveaway. Luna.
So
I just to if you want to do buffet reference, Royal has the best buffet. The Windjammer hands down. I would say second, it had to be MSC.
because MSC caters to everybody, to
Yeah.
vegan, gluten free, know this, know that, know. I mean, if you're vegan, they got a vegan bar. If you just want fruits. Oh man.
And then MSC give you whole fruits. I don't know if every other cruise
Oh,
line does
that's
that, but they do whole fruits.
kiwi.
Oh, okay. So instead of cutting it in half, you can actually pick up the whole thing.
You get the whole fruit.
I kind of like that better because when I go to look at cut fruit, and I'm wondering what's gotten on the part that got cut between then and now. You know,
Oh, okay.
a little weird that way, but yeah. So, would you say that in general on a cruise ship that people that do have dietary issues can talk to somebody, whether it be a chef or a head waiter or whatever? Are they able to talk to someone about what their needs are and get help narrowing down the menu so that they can enjoy what they're getting without worrying about getting the wrong thing?
I think so. Yes. But I know when before you go on a cruise, you have to fill out a form, right? Yeah, you have to fill out that form, and it tells you like, hey, what are you allergic to? What are
Right.
your stuff like that? So once you send that off to you, they send it to the cruise line, and they send you a letter in the room to tell you to ask you what you're allergic to and stuff like that. I know that for sure.
I think it's still a good idea to double check with the staff though and make sure that
Yes.
make
But
sure
and
they
then you can
got the
always
memo
ask
on
them.
it.
Yeah, you can always ask them. You like, hey, is this such and such? And did they? I know on Royal they will make it for you without whatever you don't can't have or need and stuff
Right.
like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Like on MSC, whatever it is up under there, it'll tell you what's in there.
Mm-hmm.
Like it'll have some type of whatever the name is, and up under there it'll tell you what's in there. But like I said, they have place that'll tell you it's gluten free, and they have stuff like for diabetics. Um, like the little smoothie things I can get. They
Yeah.
have different areas where you can just like if you have, it'll tell you what ingredients. Some stuff will tell you what's in there. So if you have an allergy, they have something all natural, no artificial.
So
Right.
they have stuff that's listed for you. But like I said, you can always ask them. You'd be like, hey, does this have such and such in it? They'd be like, hey, you know what? I'll make this personally for you without this and this. So Royal MSC is really good about that.
Well, I learned something important last week, and that is don't ask somebody for a cookie that's not out on the thing because Mrs. Flip Floppin had that poor guy looking for a cookie for half an hour.
Sorry, Mr. Three Strands. I was on the seaside, and I was looking for I like to have chocolate milk in the morning. So I went to the little place where they have like the milk and stuff, but it's like not in one place. It's like different places. So I
Yeah.
said, y'all don't have any chocolate milk? So the lady went to the back and she brought me one. I say, you just giving out one? She said, oh, we just giving out one. I said, oh no, you gonna give me more than one. That's all right. I'm gonna go over here and get another. I went to the children's bar. So like the children's buffet, they have like a height thing where they can walk through for them to get there. They had all the stuff over there, the oatmeal cookies and everything. I said, oh, this the bar I need to come to. I'm finna be like 10 years old tomorrow for the rest of this cruise. With the kids. They had a sweet stuff. They give us the stuff with Splenda and
Okay, so if you were going to choose one cruise ship solely based on the availability of the food on board, and here's why I'm saying this because I got a buddy at work who runs a local podcast Facebook page. He's a real foodie. I've been trying to talk him in to looking at doing a group cruise. So if you're trying to book something for a group of foodies, where are you going to book them?
You gonna take them on Roy? You gotta take them on Roy.
I would say either the Oasis class or the Icon class. That's because they got something for everybody. Because you know how picky you could be a foodie and picky, but I feel like with Royal you'll get your best.
That Caribbean night food, that jerk chicken was spicy, and I don't like spicy.
Oh yeah, it sure was. Yeah, Royal.
Yeah, for a foodie, definitely Royal.
Royal. And if they don't like Royal, I would say Norwegian. Will we say Norwegian?
I'll say Norwegian.
Norwegian.
Well, and I want to throw Virgin in on that too, simply because all of their food and everything is included. You don't have to pay anything extra unless you want to. So if you just want to enjoy the specialty restaurants, that ability is there. And the only other step you have to make is you have to reserve it ahead of time, or as soon as you get on the ship, they hold a certain number back for every cruise. So when you go on board, you can go make your reservation when you're there. But
right.
I don't like the way Virgin has changed the way they do things right now.
Mm-hmm.
I liked the one price includes all that they started with.
Mm-hmm.
It was simple to deal with. It was simple to talk to people about. In some ways, I think they've watered the product down to the point where it looks almost like any other cruise line.
So are they chopping things up?
What's that?
Are they chopping things up?
Well, they've got their base. And if you book base, from what I understand, the biggest drawback to that is it's completely non-refundable. If you have to cancel your cruise, whatever you've paid up to that point is gone.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I don't want to be on here.
I don't like that. You have to go up to the essential to get what we used to get. And I do like the fact that with Virgin, your soft drinks, your juices, all that stuff is included. You don't have to pay a separate beverage.
I like that.
Thing to be able to just, and if you want a Coke Zero in your room, just say something to the room steward. Next thing you know, they show up in your fridge.
Okay. So you're saying you're here's the thing with me and other cruise line with Virgin. So you're saying your drinks, like your water, soda, juice,
included.
coffee is included.
Yep.
But you can open
basic Wi-Fi is included as well. You add a bar tab if you do alcohol or any of the specialty drinks, which I don't do.
So I'm trying to see, is that, I got to weigh my pros and cons. So is that better? Or if I go and get on another ship and pay for the drink package where I can have everything?
I haven't actually done the comparison on that. And that's something I've been thinking of doing. So I may do a show here in the next few weeks. Maybe I'm going to pull maybe a Royal, maybe a Carnival, and maybe a Virgin just to compare the all with.
When is his day? When is your next?
My next Virgin is I'm leaving on April Fool's Day, 2028.
Okay, what we doing? World America?
We're doing a World America in March. Yeah.
So we're gonna when you do that, you weigh your you can talk about it before. I just want to see how, if you do it and how we do it on this side, how it comes together. Which is the better, what I'm saying, option.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually sit down and price out like 3 different cruise lines. And I'm going to try to match the packages up as close as possible, depending on what each cruise line offers, to see where Virgin stands comparatively cost-wise. Because to be honest,
cheaper than Norwegian.
Yeah, if Virgin's cost comes in within a few $100s of everybody else, but I got to go through all the hassle to add this stuff on.
Yeah.
To me, the Virgin would be worth it because I'd only have to do everything once.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay,
so
I see. Yeah, I see what he's saying. Yeah, because
but
you think about it, a lot of people's not big drinkers.
Okay.
So yeah, so
well,
if
it's
you
like on Seashore. I had to buy the soft drink package for both me and my wife because only one person in the room can't have it. That's the one thing I
yeah,
like about bar tab on Virgin. Everybody in the cabin does not have to have bar tab. The
And you
one
know,
person can use the bar tab for anybody they want to. If they want to buy around for the whole table, you can do
that's
it.
what happens when somebody starts getting on that.
So MSC, the reason why I say that because we get drinks and Wi-Fi. So we get drinks and
Yeah.
Wi-Fi, and that covers everything. That covers soda,
Right.
juice,
Right.
water,
Right. Yeah.
coffee. Yeah.
Yeah, because y'all gonna see me. They're gonna Malibu mom at the bar.
Yeah. So
I don't
I
think
think I think
he don't like he don't like main dining room food because of the portions that they get. That's what I really think why he don't.
It's not enough food for me. For me personally, because I'm a big guy, so I
yeah.
like to eat. Yeah. So that you serving me that ain't just gonna do nothing but make me mad.
Well, that's where you hope that there's still something left on the buffet, you know.
And that's just my personal preference. If anybody out there likes the main dining room, yeah. But me personally, it's not for me. It's just
Yeah.
not for me.
Yeah, so I think the one thing everybody needs to do when they're looking to board a cruise ship, just like any other vacation, you gotta monitor your expectations.
Right.
You know, um, generally speaking, cruises I think are still overall a pretty decent bargain price wise
Exactly.
because you don't have to spend another dime on board if you don't want
That's
to. If you
true.
just buy
Right.
the straight fare, you've got food all day long. You know, most of them offer you juices and waters and coffee, which I don't do coffee either, but at least there are some basics there that are included in your fare. So you don't have to purchase these things. But for me, I'm not necessarily expecting an elevated dining experience,
Right.
just something a little different.
Right.
So will I be blown away? I don't know. We'll see. If this seashore cruise is a bust, I'm going to come on here and talk about why it was a bust. If it's not a bust, which is what I'm expecting, I'll talk it up and down till I'm blue in the face because
Right.
the only thing I have to compare it to recently is my Virgin cruise.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and I'm hoping I'm going to walk away and say, you can't really compare the two because they're two different products. That's what I want to say.
Right. I think when everybody going and everybody we know, I think it's just going to be a blast.
Right.
The Seashore is the first MSC cruise ship I fell in love with, so I already know that I'm gonna have a blast. I already
Right.
know that. And then Ocean Cay, I'm telling you, Ocean Cay, if you've never been, Ocean Cay is hey Heatherly.
Hi, Heatherly.
Y'all want the pros and cons of Ocean Cay?
I'm looking forward to Ocean Cay. So, my wife and I are not buying the excursion to go stargazing. I figure there's got to be a spot on that island we can find on our own.
Exactly.
And I'm not going to pay for the excursion to go up in the lighthouse, although I'd love to. But, by the time I get to the top, somebody'd have to call 411 and get the number for 911 to get my butt down from there.
Look, I told my girlfriend I'm not walking up all them stairs.
165 steps.
Walking up all them stairs.
Nah.
I'll take all the pictures you want at the bottom.
Yep. So So, it's like I said, with anything else, you got to watch your expectations. If you set them
Right.
too high, you're going to be disappointed. I
Exactly.
want to go into each cruise experience, even though I'm going back on Valiant Lady. It's going to be 3 years since the last time I was on her. And I want to go into that with an erased memory, basically, and
Right.
judge that experience on what it is. I will be hitting the clam chowder. There is no doubt about that. If it's on the menu, it's going in my tummy. Outside of that, I'm open to trying some of these new experiences they got going.
Right.
Although Test Kitchen, I'm not sure I'll ever be up for that because I've
The,
seen
the,
some of the
the,
menus coming out of there, and that's food I wouldn't touch on my worst day.
The buffet on the island is awesome.
I'm telling y'all gonna the overnight. I'm telling you, the overnight. You might be Three Strands. You might not even be staying up with us overnight. But the overnight, the show, the late show overnight on the island. Oh my god, it's so nice.
I definitely want to see the Lighthouse show for one
Yeah,
thing.
the Lighthouse show is beautiful.
10, 9, 9, 9,
Like
30.
9:30.
Plum, that son of yours. Good luck
Oh,
with
Plum,
that
I
idea.
saw. Son, they were calling the Lighthouse yesterday.
Oh wow. Oh.
Now she
JC
day
says
over
the
here.
clam chowder's on him. Okay, I'm with you. I'm taking you up on that, JC.
JC,
So
I'm so mad you didn't like the harmony, buddy.
so well, I want to. I've got some pictures here. I'm going to go through that friends of ours sent.
Okay.
Um,
Oh, that sounds good.
yeah, Jarvis sent us this one.
Ice smoked oysters.
It looks like it's kind of a slider, which is pretty
I don't
interesting.
want that fly to get my throat.
Then we got Plum sent us a charcuterie board from Virgin Voyages,
Oh,
and I do know that a lot of their meats and stuff they're specially ordered. So
okay. I'm gonna have to.
um,
I'm gonna have to try. I'm telling you, we're gonna have to try.
yeah, that's
Virgin.
good. That's going to get on my list real soon.
Yeah.
Then we got. She also sent us the room service wings,
Ooh.
which I made a comment to somebody yesterday. Just looking at those made me hungry all over again, and I
Those do
just
look
finished
good.
dinner. Yeah, they do. And then Rose Gold sent us the cod-based dish from
Oh,
P&O Azura.
oh, that looks
You
good.
give me something with cod, and I'll dig into that.
Oh,
Wow.
P&O, that's the one with the British flag, right? I think.
Yes,
Don't put me on that.
yes,
Okay,
that's
yeah.
basically Carnival's European brand
Okay. Oh, you know, Paul, mother.
I'm in
from Chops
there.
Grill.
Chops Grill, Royal Caribbean.
Yep, and Cindy is responsible for these last few because she sent me a whole boatload. Cruz and Chris sent me all his menus, but I couldn't figure out how to make those fit. Crispy
It's
chicken
CocoCay.
sandwich with fries and
Chicken
funnel
sandwich,
cake
yep.
at CocoCay.
Yep. But did you miss the funnel cake?
Here's my thing about Celebration Key CocoCay. I don't want to stand in. I don't want to
Yeah, you got
20 people in front of me
Yeah.
for me to get something to eat. I just.
I'm sorry. Yes.
And that walk.
Yeah, them walks
The
get
walk. Celebration Key, CocoCay.
Yeah.
By the time
This
you get
looked
to
good
Ocean-
too. I saw this and I was ready to go head to my local barbecue joint.
We'll be on the Oasis in
Portside
January, so
barbecue
we'll check that
aboard
out.
Oasis of the Seas. 2 meats, 2 sides, $18. That sounds reasonable.
Yeah. It looks like a big portion too.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's good stuff. So,
Seashore, I'm telling you, out of the seascape, the seascape, Davina, seashore, seaside. Davina first, seashore, seascape, then seaside.
okay.
Yeah. She loves her MSC.
I
Heather
like the
Lee
peach.
says her favorite meals have been on NCL Escape and the French restaurant Le Bistro.
Ooh.
In Norwegian. Well, I did the Dawn.
I'm gonna have to.
Oh,
I'm gonna have to do Norwegian. The only thing I don't like is they price heist. Norwegian jacks up prices and they can change your cruise fare without notice.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
tell me you want me to get this by telling me you want me
I do not like that. So I had the getaway booked for next year. I had to change it because they had an itinerary change, and the price of the cruise went up because of the itinerary change. Oh, I canceled that. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I just want y'all to know embarkation for the seashore is horrible. I'm just letting y'all know.
embarkation, that's where you get on. Yeah. Oh wait.
Embarkation is horrible.
Debarkation, when you get off any MSC ship, you can book a 11 o'clock flight. I will say that.
Yeah, I've got a later flight. I think JC and and our family is going to hang out for a little bit before we head back to the airport,
I
which
know
I'm
Plump
really
was
looking
talking
forward to.
about Disney, but I told her I'd let her know on that. I think she was talking about everybody going to Disney after the cruise, but I was like, yeah, we gonna see about that because I'm gonna be tired
Yeah, I can't swing
and
that much in one hit. You
too many
know,
kids.
I gotta change my return air flight if I do that, and I don't want to pay the extra fees.
Yeah, right.
So, but well, I really appreciate you guys coming on. We're all going to have a great time. I know that's going to be the case. I am looking forward to trying some different cruise lines, both for the food and for the overall experience. So I've got Seashore booked for this year, and I've got the Valiant Lady for April of 2028. So I looked at my
We got
wife
to
and said,
fill.
well, that gives me all next year to figure another one in there somewhere.
I was gonna say we gotta get you on that Royal, man. We gotta get you either on that Utopia or that Wonder. You gotta get you
Yeah.
on there, man.
Yeah, I would like to do that.
Yeah.
I'll do
So.
Utopia. I ain't get back on the Wonder. No, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing with the ships. Okay, with Carnival, Norwegian, MSC, when you're at the buffet and you want to go around, you know how you can just go straight across. That Wonder got that big opening in the middle.
Oh yeah, you don't
You
want to go
gotta
all the way
walk
around.
all the way down, all the way around to the other side for the buffet.
Heather Lee, same.
I'm ready to reach my 60s. I can't be doing it much longer.
I already know Heather Lee finna be trouble when we meet. JC, I was thinking about Utopia. If I can get a lot of people that want to do Utopia, I will cancel my Star and I will do Utopia. If I get a lot of people to go, because Star is one of a kind.
I gotta
Yeah,
go
so
with this booking. I'm finna kill them plumb crazy on this MSC seashore. I got a cruise. I got a group cruise book. I got 40 people going. Let me go make this money. It was nice talking to you. It was nice talking to y'all. And if I don't talk to y'all, I see y'all on the seashore. I ain't gonna see y'all at night because old people can't be up late at night. I just see y'all when y'all get on.
the funny thing is I don't stay up late at night, but I did stay up later on a cruise ship. And if I'm
Yeah.
at Disney World, I can stay up late enough to see the fireworks and stuff.
The night before, I never sleep. I
Yeah.
never sleep the night before. Every
Yeah.
cruise, I never. I'm 17 in, and I'm up every night thinking I'm gonna miss my flight and get to the airport late.
See, our airport here, the TSA is horrible.
It's hard.
So it's like you got to get to the airport at least 2 hours early just to have
Yeah.
a sign of relief. Yeah.
Well, see, the nice thing is our flight to Orlando leaves out of here around 6:00 in the morning. So we'll have to be at the airport at 4:30.
Yeah.
And we should be able to I'll get through things quite easy because I've got pre-check. My wife doesn't. I'm thinking about giving her all the questionable stuff and let her have the fun. And I don't have to worry about getting in trouble for this because she never watches or listens back. So,
oh, okay. Hey, it's the first time for everything.
Heather Lee can't get me into trouble yet, not till she sees her face to face. So, Meg's another question. She's only a couple hours away. She could show up. So, anyways.
Man.
Well, Malibu, it's been great having you on here, brother. I appreciate your friendship and your support. I love you, man.
Same here, man. You already know. Anytime you need a host, you need a guest, man. Hey, I'm just one phone call away, brother.
Well, I appreciate it. And for everybody in the chat, appreciate you all as well. If you get a chance, I would really love it. If you maybe pop over and join the Facebook page. I'm going to be posting some updates and schedules and stuff over there starting here pretty soon. I do have a Patreon account to help gain some support, and I'll be posting some stuff over there as well. So any support you got, and as always, like, subscribe, please share it out to your friends, whether they're part of the cruise fam or not. I will frequently share everybody else's stuff out because I think it's important that we all support each other, help each other grow.
Right.
I think that's part of what makes us all so close too.
Right. And I just want to touch on that. I do have some cruise content for the Wonder. And I want to let you guys know I am doing something that I normally don't do on this cruise. If you want to know what that is, you have to tune into the lives and I will show you guys. I have 2 things that you guys don't want to miss. So stay tuned.
I'm looking forward to that. So, all right, friends, that'll be it for now. Next week, I am doing an early morning stream at 6 a.m. Eastern time because football starts. It's a home game. I need the overtime to pay for these cruises. So, got to do what I got to do. So,
that's right.
For our European friends, you might have a chance to come in here and chat live, and that would be really great. I would really appreciate that. I don't know what I'm talking about yet, but I'll figure something out. So
Right.
All right. For Malibu and myself, we'll talk to you again next week.
Love you guys.
Take care. God bless.
Hey, come on in. We're here.